Chapter 829. Elaine, who had been beaten up severely, was also very hungry at this point. She did not even manage to eat a single bite of the food that Alex prepared for lunch at noon. After that, she was immediately arrested by the police. After all the commotion in the afternoon, coupled up with all the shock and beating, she could not help but feel extremely hungry after all the physical exertion. Therefore, she cautiously crawled over to the bag of food before she took a lunchbox from the plastic basket. She was about to hide in a corner to eat by herself, but at this time, Brabus suddenly shouted, "Elaine, what do you think you are doing?" Elaine hurriedly replied, Big sister, I am going to eat." "Eat?" Brabus shouted. "You are a bastard who is not even filial to your own mother-in-law, and you still have the audacity to eat?" I. Elaine suddenly choked up, but she did not know how to answer Brabus's question. Brabus was very dissatisfied and she continued reprimanding her. "You what? Come over here." Elaine could only nod slightly as she bowed down and walked over to her. After that, she said carefully, "Big sister, what can I do for you?" Brabus snatched the lunchbox from Elaine's hand before she said coldly, "You are not worthy enough to eat. Go away." As soon as Elaine heard her words, she cried out loud as she said, "Big sister, I only ate some food early in the morning today. I am so hungry that I feel as though I am going to faint soon. Please have some pity on me and let me eat a little." "Eat?" Brabus smiled before she said, "You are someone who is living in a villa at Beacon Top. Don't you think that this kind of food is too pathetic and miserable for someone like you?" Elaine cried as she said, "Big sister, I am really very hungry. Please be merciful and let me eat some food. Are you really going to watch me starve to death?" Brabus replied coldly, "Don't worry. You will not die just because you do not eat for 2 to 3 days." Elaine begged, "But I am really hungry now." Brabus asked in disgust, "Are you going to continue your nonsense? Let me tell you, you better go aside and leave me alone now. Do you believe that I will beat you to death if you say another fucking word?" Elaine looked at the vicious expression on Brabus's face and she could not help but trembled in fear. Tears of grievances rolled down her cheeks immediately. Elaine was afraid that Brabus would beat her up again. Therefore, she could only hide at a corner herself as she watched Brabus slowly eat her meal, one spoon after the other. At this time, Alex was also preparing dinner at the villa at Beacon Top. Emma and Mia came home together at the same time. As soon as they came home, Mia rushed into the kitchen as she said, "Oh, since I am causing all of you so much trouble because I am living in your house, let me help you with more housework." After she was done speaking, she stepped into the kitchen and asked Alex shyly, "Is there anything that I can help you with?" Alex replied, "I don't need your help. Why don't you go out and watch television with Emma instead?" "But I don't want to watch television," Mia replied shyly. "I just want to help you. I don't mind helping you with any mediocre chore." Alex knew what Mia was up to and he hurriedly replied, "That is really not necessary at all. I am already used to preparing dinner on my own. You can just wait outside for dinner to be served." As the both of them were talking, Emma stepped into the kitchen and asked, "Alex, have you seen my mother?"